Good morning, YouTube. Today's video, you're gonna come along with me to do a couple of things. First of all, wait for this person to quit fixing their hair. And then we've got a couple things. Today it's slow right now. The beginning of the year for business-wise for ASL dumpsters kicked off really well, actually. We're still doing okay. I've got one unit in storage right now. It should have been out, but I actually had two customers this week one had to cancel last minute, and the other had to move their project. We were coordinating with a contractor on some renovations for their house, and we were doing the waste handling, and they had to cancel because this man got sick. Actually did get pneumonia, so I hope he's doing fine. But anyway, I got a couple things to take care of today. You're just going to kind of come along with me, and one of them is pretty exciting. So we'll be getting some, how do I say this without spoiling it, but we'll be getting some additions to the truck today that are advertising related, we'll say that. So come along with me. We'll be back here in a minute. Okay guys, we are here at the shop that is going to be installing what I'm getting today on the truck for our rolling signage. I am not doing a wrap. I considered that. Right now it's basically too expensive, and to me it's not worth the cost. The way I see it. I do see the benefit once my website is up and running to a point where I can take online orders and scheduling. That would definitely be a factor, because I've talked to people before that have wrapped their vehicles, and what they say most of the time is that it increases your website traffic a lot. So in that sense it is worth it, but if I don't have the infrastructure on the back end to support that traffic, I'm not going to do it. So what we are doing is we are getting a rear windshield. It is the perforated material, so I can still see through it, obviously. But we came up with a design, and if you guys are in Aurora, Colorado, and need this stuff done, Signs by Tomorrow of Aurora, just Google Signs by Tomorrow Aurora. They can do signage, signs, all that kind of stuff. So they were super helpful and responsive. They got back to me same day, had a design the next day. I basically sent them a vector file of my logo, and told them basically kind of a list of things I wanted it to say, of word groupings around that logo, along with my website. So basically the things that it'll say, it'll have 3 dumpster sizes, because coming down the road I'll have some different sizes, so I want to have that on there and ready. It'll have my website, my logo, our phrase locally owned, veteran proud, and then commercial and residential rentals on there too. So basically, anywhere I'm driving around this truck, in my opinion, especially on your equipment, your dump trailers, your dumpsters, your bins, if you don't have a way for people to be able to see that and then connect that to your website, or you yourself through your phone number, you're wasting an opportunity. So I don't want to waste this opportunity of driving around and having this become a rolling advertisement for me. So one thing I do got to keep in mind is I can't be yelling and screaming at people on the road. So that next time you see it will look a whole lot different. We'll see you guys when it's done. All right, moment of truth, she's done. I've checked it out and I freaking love it. These guys, Signs by Tomorrow here in Aurora, Colorado. If you guys need signage on your vehicles or buildings, equipment, anything, give them a shout. Kelly inside, super helpful. Hans, the owner, nice guy, talk to him. Yeah, check them out if you guys need this stuff. So here it is. So we got our logo, ASL dumpsters. Available sizes 10, 15, and 20. Now, my 20-yarders don't get here till March, but that's fine. 10-yarders I'll have after that. But I'd rather have this stuff because, I mean, if a customer calls and says, hey, I want a 10-yarder, be like, okay. You know, those are all rented out right now, but I can get you a 15-yarder for the same price. No problem. Residential, commercial rentals. Our website, asldumpster.com. And then best part, locally owned, veteran proud. Got the Old Glory on there. So I am super happy with it. It is, if you guys saw my old truck, it was stickers that I bought online, which were great. I mean, the stickers themselves were fine, but I tried to make them and piece them together on my rear windshield, and it just wasn't the best. So this right here is professional. All right, I wanted to wrap this video up real quick. Two things. So small, we'll start small. The signage on the back, that material is fantastic because it makes it a little darker, which is nice. It provides, almost like getting a tint. It provides some shade. So my kids back there will have a little more shade. But you can hardly tell that there's a logo on the other side. So it kind of just looks like you got a tint from the inside out, which is nice. But two, you know, getting a little more macro with it on the bigger side, you know, I just want to say that taking hold of an opportunity is so important. And that's such a broad statement to make. But what I'm talking about is what I did today. So in the, you know, advertising, marketing, trying to grab clients world, there's thousands of different ways to do it, right? So there is, you know, Angie's List, there's Craigslist, there's Google, there's working with other contractors, you know, that's a big one. You know, if they have consistent work, they're going to use you all the time. That's a great way to get a consistent client and keep your inventory cycling. But like today, you know, this is basically what I did today. This signage on the truck is public advertising. You know, you catch somebody in traffic at the right time that's moving, or it's springtime, they want to clean out their garage or their yard, and they see your sign, they see your logo with your website, your phone number, some you know, little bits of information like I added. You know, that can secure a client for you. So just you know, don't be afraid to put your name out there. Now you got to remember, driving around town, you know, don't forget that your brand, your name is now plastered for everybody to see. So, you know, keep it non-offensive, keep it, you know, make it loud and proud, you know, put your logo out there. But also remember when you're driving around that you are now giving others access to reach you, which is what you want most of the time. But, you know, if you encounter someone with road rage, or, you know, you get to a point where you have a confrontation with another driver, or you are having a bad day and you kind of act like an asshole, whatever, just remember that brand, your company, and contact info is now plastered on your vehicle. So, you know, it kind of ups the level of responsibility, you'd say, if you're going to be driving that vehicle around. Now, especially if you're going to give this vehicle or whatever, or any vehicle with your company name and info on it to an employee, you got to be able to trust that employee. You know, remember that they're representing your brand when they're driving that vehicle around. So don't be afraid to take these opportunities and grab them and take advantage of them. You know, every time I drive my vehicle around now, I'm on a rolling piece of advertisement. Now, in my experience, because I did have signage on my old truck, albeit not this nice, it's not gonna, it's not like every time you go to the grocery store, people are gonna be blowing you up and wanting what you're selling. That's not how it works. But what you want is your name to catch somebody at the right time, and at the right place, whether it's in traffic or in the parking lot, they see your truck, blah, 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 and catch that person at the right time. And you want to be the person they go to for what they need. So in our case, dumpster rentals, somebody's moving, somebody wants to do a clean out, somebody has rental properties, they need to fix up, whatever. You gotta take advantage of that and be there for them when they're ready. So don't be afraid to take advantage of those guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the signage. If anything you guys find in my videos helpful, entertaining, whatever, I'd love for you guys to subscribe if you think I've earned it. Give this video a like. I really appreciate it, guys, and we will see you on the next one.